Alright, what's happening there, followers? All my fans. This is your Captain 666 speaking. And, this is our first pilot. This is the first podcast. And hopefully you all enjoy it. I'm sitting here with my guest tonight, The Hammer.
Hey.
Alright. We're basically going to be bullshitting. You're sitting in with us, hanging out, watching TV, fucking around. So, this is some of the shit we talk about. Current events, shit like that. Sometimes something happens, debatable. And, Hammer brought something up today about something, what was it, a song?
Mm-hmm. Right, Joyner Lucas called I Am Not Racist.
Alright. So we're going to take a listen to old Joyner Lucas' song, and, we're going to talk about it, see how we like it. And so without further ado, man, this is we're going to jump off this fucking first podcast, and here's Joyner Lucas' song, I'm Not Racist. Let's give a listen.
With all due respect, I don't have pity for you black niggas. That's the way I feel. Screaming Black Lives Matter, all the black guys rather be deadbeats to pay your bills. Yelling nigga this and nigga that. Call everybody nigga and get a nigga mad. As soon as I say nigga, then everyone react. Wanna swing at me and call me racist cause I ain't black. Pound that then. Talking about slavery like you was around back then. Like you was picking cotton off the fucking ground back then. Like you was on the plantation getting down back then. Alright. Look. I see a black man aiming his gun. But I'd rather see a black man claiming his son. And I don't mean just for one day and you done. I mean, you still trapped in a rut. I work my ass off and pay my taxes for what? So you can keep living off free government assistance, food stamps for your children, but you still trying to sell them for some weed and some liquor or a fucking babysitter while you party on the road cause you ain't got no fucking goals? You already late. You motherfuckers need to get your damn priorities straight. Wait. It's like you're proud to be fake, but you lazy as fuck. You rather sell drugs and get a job and be straight, and then you turn around and complain about the poverty rate. Fuck out of my face. Can't escape problems. You can pray for some change, but can't break a dollar. Got nobody else to blame, so you blame Donald. You fucked the world with a Make America Great condom. My boy's been back. I'm not racist. My sister's boyfriend's black. I'm not racist. My sister-in-law's baby cousin Tracy got a brother and his girlfriend's black. My head's in the cloud. Heard there's not enough jobs for all the men in your house. Maybe we should build a wall to keep the Mexicans out. Or maybe we should send them all to the ghetto for now. I'm not racist. And I never lied, but I think there's a disconnect between your culture and mine. I worship the Einsteins, studied the Steve Jobs, but you ride Tupac's dick like he was a fucking god. Oh my God. And all you care about is rapping and stunting and being ratchet, and that's the nigga within you. Music rot in your brain and slowly start to convince you. Then you let your kids listen and then the cycle continues. Blame it all on the menu, blame it on those drinks, blame it on everybody except for your own race. Blame it on white privileges, blame it on white kids, and just blame it on white citizens. Aim at the vice president.
What you class clowns?
Niggas kneeling on the field, that's a flag down. How dare you try to make demands for this money? You gon' show us some respect, you gon' stand for this country, nigga. I'm not racist. I'm just prepared for this type of war. I heard Eminem's rap and deal wars. Who's he fighting for? Y'all can take that motherfucker too. He ain't white no more.
That's
It's like you wanna be so
there.
famous. You'll do anything for attention and a little payment. I can't take you nowhere without people pointing fingers. Pants hanging off your ass. You ain't got no home training. Put your fucking pants up, nigga. Put that suit back on. Take that do-rag off. Take that goat out your mouth. Quit the pitiful stuff. And then maybe police will stop killing you fucks. So what the fuck? I'm not racist. It's like we're living in the same building but split into 2 floors. I'm not racist. But there's 2 sides to every story. I wish that I knew yours. I wish that I knew yours. I'm not racist. I swear. With all disrespect, I don't really like you white motherfuckers. That's just where I'm at. Screaming all lives matter is a protest to my protest. What kind of shit is that? And that's one war you'll never win. The power in the word nigga is a different saying. We shouldn't say it, but we do, and that's just what it is. But that don't mean that you can say it just because you got nigga friends. Nigga. That word was originated for you to keep us under. And when we use it, we know that's just how we greet each other. And when you use it, we know there's a double meaning under. And And even if I wasn't picking cotton physically, that don't mean I'm not affected by the history. My grandmama was a slave, that shit gets to me, and you ain't got no motherfucking sympathy, you pussy nigga. I'm sorry, you can never feel my life. Trying to have faith, but I never felt alright. It's hard to elevate when this country's ran by whites, judging me by my skin color and my blackness. Trying to find a job, and ain't nobody call me back yet. Now I gotta sell drugs and put food in my cabinet. You crackers ain't slick, this is all a part of your tactics. Don't talk about no motherfucking tax. But I ain't making no dough. You think you know everything, but you don't. You wanna copy our slang and everything that we know. Trying to steal black culture and make it your own. Whoa, fuck, I'm exhausted. I can't even drive without the cops trying to start shit. I'm tired of this systematic racism bullshit. All you do is false shit, this the shit that I'm false with. You don't know shit about my people, that's what bothers you. You don't know about no fried chicken or no barbecue. You don't know about the two-step or no loose change. You don't know about no 2 chains or no Kool-Aid. You don't know. And even though Barack was half as black, you hated President Obama, I know that's a fact. You couldn't wait to get him out and put a cracker back. And then you gave us Donald Trump, and that was payback for that. I'm not racist. I never lied, but I noticed a disconnect between your culture and mine. Yeah, I praised Tupac like he was a fucking god. He was fighting for his life way before he fucking died, nigga. Die, nigga. And all you care about is money and power and being ugly, and that's the cracker within you. Hatred all in your brain and slowly start to convince you. Then you teach it to your children until the cycle continue. Blame it on Puerto Rico, blame it on OJ, blame it on everybody except for your own race. Blame it on black niggas and blame it on black citizens. Aim at the black businesses. I ain't saying I'm innocent, but I might be any day now. Treating everybody how you want in any way how. I swear North Korea about to bomb us any day now. And now I'm ducking every time I hear a fucking plane now. Shit. You know I make a lot of sense, but you just can't admit it. When Eminem went against Trump, that was the illest. 'Cause even though he's white, he let us know he's standing with us. I'm not racist, but I cry a lot. You don't know what it's like to be in a frying pot. You don't know what it's like to mind your business and get stopped by the cops, and I know if you about to die or not. You worry about your life, so you take mine. I love you, but I fucking hate you at the same time. I wish we could trade shoes so we could change lives, so we can understand each other more, but that'll take time. I'm not racist. It's like we living in the same building, but split into both sides. I'm not racist. But there's 2 sides to every story, and now you know mine. Can't erase the scars with a bandage. Hoping maybe we can come to an understanding. Agree to disagree, we can have an understanding. I'm not racist.
What does that say?
We are all humans until race disconnected us, religion separated us, politics divided us, and wealth classified us. Oh, that was an interesting video.
Yeah, very interesting video.
Yep.
I like when he tells them, you know, I'm making sense. If you don't like it, that dude wasn't really making sense, man.
Yeah.
He was spouting a bunch of bullshit.
Well, he was spouting some real stuff.
Yeah,
he
had some real stuff, but the majority of his stuff was a bunch of the crybaby nonsense that the kids of today are falling back on.
Yeah.
None of that shit affected them, but they're all claiming that it affects them.
Right. Well, I say like this.
You know what I
If
mean?
it wasn't for them slaves in them days being brought over and the degradation that they was on them ships, right? If it wasn't for them, I would not be in the position that I am today. They sacrificed for me to be right here.
Okay, now let me point something out that's not exactly true for all slave owners.
Right?
All the Jacksons, all the Washingtons, all the Jeffersons. These are all slave names that the black people have gotten. Why would they take their white suppressor's name if they were being treated so fucking bad
For fear of
as a slave.
for fear of being beaten and whooped.
But why keep it? They're changing everything
Right.
nowadays.
They're changing. Some of the names are going.
You know
some
what
of
I
the
mean?
Names are being changed back
It's like, why would they keep that name?
because
I do know for a fact that once they did get here and they got the plantation jobs and all that
Yeah.
shit, a lot of those fucking Southern people took good fucking care of their slaves.
they sure did. Yeah, a lot of them did. I agree with that. A lot of them did.
You know what I mean? That
Oh.
not all of them treated them fucking
Bad.
shitty.
Bad. That's true. That is
You know,
really
I'm
true.
sure there was
Quite a few.
I'm sure there was plenty.
There was quite a few that treated their slaves.
But why
like
don't you ever hear about
the good part?
my parents my grandparents were slaves, and,
Yep.
and if it wasn't for their slave owners, we wouldn't have what we have today.
And I think about when they were picking those slaves too. They was picking some of the most healthiest, strongest, body built, and stuff like that can handle the torturous or tumultuous trip across the ocean. I got a book about the way they were stacked in there.
Oh,
There
yeah,
had to be
yeah.
some strong African people
Oh fuck yeah!
to survive such a trip, and then be put on the sales block after that. I hated that my people had to go through that, but if they didn't, I might not be here today.
Oh yeah.
And I've been around the world twice, 27 different countries. However, and this country is not perfect, but it's way better than a lot of places I've been. A lot of places I've been, it's way better.
And there's a question that keeps coming up in my mind. Like, when I was growing up, and you weren't exactly accepted by the black groups, because, where I grew up in northeast Pennsylvania, there's very few black people. Okay. So whenever we did intermingle with each other, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
When you were with them one-on-one at school, everything was cool. But then when that one black kid got up with a crew of black kids, and you came around with your crew that he hangs out with when he's all alone, it was a whole different
dichotomy.
Yeah, it was like we weren't cool. It was like we weren't friends.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And there was usually one of his buddies or whatever from wherever the fuck they were from would start trouble.
Well, that goes to say on both sides.
Oh yeah.
On both sides.
Oh yeah, I'm sure it does. But I'm just saying, why is that?
Well, I don't know, because my upbringing, when I was 14, I got kicked out of my house. I lived with a white family in the suburbs of Chicago, about 60 miles outside of Chicago. I was the only black kid in my school, the only black kid in the neighborhood for at least 30 or 40 miles.
You were pretty black, too.
And I had a great time. Nobody did nothing overt to my face, or I didn't experience none of the hatred and degradation that you would think you would experience as a teenager, as a young adolescent. Didn't experience none of that, So that's why I say you can't just put a whole group of people into one basket and say they all one rotten apple spoils the whole barrel. That is not true, because I didn't experience none of that out there in the suburbs, and that's why I do now. It opened me up a little bit to just treat every person as an individual and let them prove themselves, and you'll know whether they're going to be your friend or not be your friend, or whether they hate you or have some type of bias against you. You feel that, you experience it, and I have to say, it's been rare that I've experienced open racism or hatred or anything like that. They might say things snidely behind your back, but I've never experienced it openly. And a lot of my friends, my peers, people in my culture, they've experienced it. I've never experienced walking down the street in an all-white neighborhood, and they see me coming and they hold their purse tighter. I've never seen that. I think it has a lot to do with your appearance, your perception, just stuff like that, But I'm not a racist. But that racist to me stands for hating or having a strong bias against a race that you've never have interacted with, don't know anything about. You know, I think we all are prejudiced to some degree, but